of which we want to empower the youth. All I cannot say at this point, I believe most of them in different forums, people must have heard most of our programs, but I can assure you that, Your Excellency, NDDC under this present administration is a different NDDC. When we met with Mr. President directed that NDDC must be properly structured. We inherited an NDDC that had no corporate governance system at all. Hence, there was so much interference both internally and externally. But NDDC right now, under Mr. President directive, we procure the services of KPMG to carry out corporate governance designed for NDDC. And as I speak to you, the report of the governance advisory service from KPMG is ready, and it has been passed by the board of the NDDC, which is going to go live immediately. It is going to come with SOPs. These SOPs are also going to regulate us internally and externally. Hence, with the structures that have been put in place in NDDC under this present administration, anybody who comes after us will not be able to dismantle it and will not be able to distort it. I thought the people of the Niger Delta will clap for Mr. President for making sure that NDDC is alive for the generation behind us to also benefit. So, in closing, Your Excellency, I just want to say welcome to Ogbe local government. We love you, and just to remind you, Your Excellency, when we met myself and my chairman at the airport, I just want to tell you a story. And this story, you met us at the airport and you asked us that why are you people wearing Renewed Hope uniform? That this Renewed Hope uniform, I thought it is meant for first ladies. And I just want to tell you a story of something that happened in my church. In my church, the pastor called out all the men and said, if you know you control your wife at home, come out. Unfortunately, nobody was able to come out in that church. It was only a very smallish man that came out. And when the man came out, the pastor was shocked that only you came out. He said, where is your wife? He pointed back at a very huge woman. And he said, so you control your wife? So you came out to tell the world I control your wife? The young man said no, that it was my wife that asked me to come out. So, Your Excellency, I'm only just telling you that the reason why you saw myself and my chairman wearing Renewed Hope, it is not because ab initio we wanted to just claim what we don't have. It is because our wives directed us to wear Renewed Hope because they believe in your philosophy. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, Niger Delta Development Commission, Chief Samuel Ogugu, PhD, son of the soil through and through. You can feel the passion from the MD CEO. He's straight from Uyo, so you can feel it. He just came from the sports festival, the flag of the opening ceremony, so he's filled with a lot of enthusiasm. Thank you, MD CEO. I'd like to invite Dr. Walter Kazadi Mulombo, the World Health Organization's country representative. Let's put our hands together for him, please.
Your Excellency, the Mother of our nation, the First Lady, Senator Tinubu, Oluremi, distinguished invitees and guests, let me use this opportunity to also quickly recognize the Executive Governor of Bayelsa State. When I came here some years back, he was referred to as the Miracle Governor. Today here is the Prosperity Governor. He has remained consistent in supporting his people. I'm proud of you, Your Excellency. I also want to confess that I consulted my wife, and she asked me to come here in Bayelsa. So we are all aligned. So let me use this opportunity to congratulate Your Excellency, the First Lady of Nigeria, for your steadfast commitment and your believing in health, education, and social sector in general, and to thank you for your generosity in many initiatives I've been witnessing. I'm really proud to come here and witness yet again another key milestone, the unveiling, the flag off of medical outreach services. This is very significant as WHO joined NDDC in partnership to support acceleration, a keyword, to achieve universal health coverage for Niger Delta Commission state, but also use it as a lever, as a best practice to inform progress in the rest of Nigeria. We have to see the communities benefit from the resources that are coming out of economic development in this particular sub-region. Let me use this opportunity to thank my brother, the MD, CEO for NDDC, for believing in WHO, like the Nigerian government itself. We will stand ready. We will continue to partner with you, starting with the initiative on the health insurance to cover the most vulnerable, but expand the reach of the services with our technical support to you and through you to the agenda of the Nigerian government to achieve the objectives of the Renewed Hope agenda. We count on you to scale up the SWAP approach that has been initiated by the Minister of the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare. We would like to work alongside other sectors of the government, including the Ministry of Regional Development. And I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge you, Honorable Minister, for being with us here. Thank you again as you allow us to join this event, which will be a signal of another step in our support to Nigeria to accelerate toward achieving universal coverage for all. Thank you again for your attention.
Thank you very much, sir. The WHO country representative, Dr. Walter Kazadi Ulungu. And sir, thank you very much for acknowledging the fact that the wives give very good advice from the managing director and the chairman and now to the country rep of WHO. Thank you for listening to your wives. Please, a round of applause for him again. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're moving to the goodwill messages and would like to appeal to all those that will be called to give goodwill message that will stick to the 2 minutes time frame. We're moving now to our host community for this event, which is the Otuasega community. I would like to invite a man who is a one-time speaker of the Old River State House of Assembly and has held several positions of trust, the Right Honorable Chief Claudius Enengesi. He will be speaking on behalf of the Otuasega community. Please, a round of applause for him. As a council, he will be speaking for just 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the wife of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, the mother of our great nation, the wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency the Governor of Bayelsa State, wives of governors that are here, members of the National Assembly, Royal Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen. My job is a very short one. I stand here on behalf of my community, Otuasega in Ogwea local government, to say a very big welcome to our community. 3 days ago, I had a chat with the NDDC. He asked me, have you ever had a head of state or the wife of a head of state visit your community? I said no. On that note, on behalf of our community, we want to express a profound gratitude to you, Your Excellency, and the Niger Delta Development Commission for finding us worthy to be here and so instill that hope that Mr. President did promise us. It is not only a renewed hope. For us now, it's a reinforced hope that tomorrow will be better than what you are doing. The collaboration between the Renewed Hope Initiative and NDDC, going by the act of forming the NDDC, is an interventionist commission. For the first time in this part of the Niger Delta, we are feeling the real impact of the Niger Delta Commission. Our children will now have a very conducive atmosphere to study. Our old people, women and children, will have a befitting hospital. We are very thankful, madam. We are very thankful to the NDDC. And so the management of the Niger Delta Commission, I've been around for the past 1 week to observe the zeal with which you do your job. I saw directors, management staff that work throughout the night. And I think I also take this time to thank Mr. President for selecting this set of directors and putting together this commission. It has never been this before. I have been around for quite some time, so I can talk authoritatively. On behalf of my community, once again, I want to thank you, Her Excellency, and the Managing Director and Management of NDDC. But as a token of our appreciation, my communities have put a little, very small, but it's from the bottom of from the flaps of our hearts, a gift, and as a culture, when we have an august visitor, to say thank you and welcome, and we will always here to receive you again. On behalf of my community, I'll call some 3 Amazons to step forward and do what we've agreed to do before I step down. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you very much. Right Honorable Chief Claudius Enegasi of Etwesega community. Thank you. Presenting some very royal gifts to Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON.
The people of Otuasega, they are appreciating Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, with gift. And earlier, the Managing Director, NDDC, had reeled out the project that will be inaugurated by Her Excellency to include 11 ambulances and many others.
So much. In continuation of the goodwill messages, I'd like to respectfully invite the Minister of Regional Development, Honorable Engineer Abubakar Momo, FNSE, FPA.
Your Excellency, our First Lady, the Mother of the Nation, distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, daughter of the Niger Delta region. Let me also recognize the wife of the Vice President, Ajia Nana Shetima. Also to be recognized is the Governor of Bayelsa State, the Executive Governor and the wife, Senator Doye Diri. Also to be recognized is the wife of the Deputy Senate President, Aja Lena Barao. Let me also recognize the presence of the Chairman, Managing Director, and all other functionaries of the NDDC. To be recognized as well is the Chairman and members of the board of the House Committee and Senate Committee of NDDC. Please, for want of time, and for the mere fact that I wouldn't want to breach protocol or not follow the right protocol, let me observe protocols that have already been established. But I think it would be wrong if I refuse to recognize the wife of the governors and the wife of the ministers who are here present, including my wife and the national woman leader of our dear party. First, I think because of want of time, I just want to abridge my talk this evening. We are here to formally welcome our amiable mother, distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, who is here visiting on a collaborative effort with the NDDC. Let me say that this is the second time we are witnessing this collaborative effort of the Renew Hope initiative of the First Lady. And we are indeed very glad that she's able to key, or we are able to key into the program of the Renew Hope initiative of the First Lady. Let me say that when you are talking in terms of health, you are talking of the productive nature of the nation itself. There cannot be any productive nation if meaningful effort is not directed towards the health system of that very nation. It will be recalled that the event you are witnessing today is the second in the series since we took over as minister. Last year, the NDDC embarked on this kind of program across 11 states of the Niger Delta region. And today, we are having a flag off, and this will also be cascaded to the various states of the Niger Delta region. It will be recalled that last year alone, without the collaboration of the Office of the First Lady, about 32,000 patients were treated, some on eye surgery, some on dental surgery, fibroid operations. All this were achieved last year medical outreach. I have no doubt in mind, therefore, that with the collaboration of the Office of the Renew Hope initiative of the wife of Mr. President, we are going to add more to that and achieve more than what we did last year. Let me therefore use this opportunity to call on other regional development commissions that are just coming up to find time to read through the programs of the Renew Hope initiative of our dear First Lady. For me, I have gone through the programs, and I've been able to successfully connect them with the 8 presidential priorities of Mr. President, and they are fully in alignment. And to that very extent, I will call on the development commissions, starting from the
Northeast Development Commission, and all other new commissions that we should take off to key into the Renew Hope initiative of the First Lady, so that more meaningful development can be cascaded to the various regions of Nigeria. Having said that, let me also quickly round up by saying that, yes, before now, NDDC has always been associated with stories of failure, stories of not performing, stories of corruption. But I want to assure you that with the current board in place, things have changed tremendously. And ask me why. When the head is rotting, the entire system will go bad. I want to say that the performance of NDDC today is as a result of what Mr. President believes in. If Mr. President does not want NDDC to work, by now you would have heard a lot of story, a lot of fighting here and there, complaints. But for me, as the minister supervising the NDDC, for one day, I don't think Mr. President has had any negative statement or comment made about the NDDC. So in most cases, each time I meet with him, I have the opportunity, how is NDDC? I said, they are doing well. He said, I believe that is correct. So I think for the president of the nation to believe that an agency like this is working very well, we need to encourage them. That is the more reason when in the recent time, a number of people wanted to bring in about confusion in NDDC so that we revert to the situation in the past. We have to quickly come out and nip it to the board to let the world know that this board of NDDC is working and they have a tenure, and their tenure is for 4 years. It is only when they are not performing that report will get to the president, and the president is bound to change them. I think with what we are doing, I want to believe that we are going to remain in this position for the next 3 years that we have to perform. So once again, I have to thank you and welcome you, our mother of the nation, and also to thank our guests and also members of the National Assembly, because they have also cooperated with the NDDC. If they have not cooperated with us, it will be very difficult. So I think the only thing I want to urge them is that the 2025 budget that will soon be presented before you, we will want a situation where it is passed speedily so that we can witness more development in the Niger Delta region. I'm happy that in the past 1 month, we have been part of the history. We have been going around from one state to the other, commissioning projects. And that is what is needed in this country. We don't want a situation where we put a bond in place. At the end of the day, it's one form of story or the other. Finally, let me also use this opportunity, because anytime I find myself in a situation like this, particularly with the presence of governor, is to call on the governors of Niger Delta to collaborate with NDDC. NDDC is not a competitor. It's not competing with state government and local government, but it's to intervene in areas where there are gaps. Therefore, I wish to call on the governors of the Niger Delta region to collaborate with NDDC and other regional development commissions that we should be in place. Because for us in the Niger Delta, I'm sure God has helped us that in a very short time, we will also have South-South Development Commission. I think by the time NDDC, South-South Development Commission collaborate with state governments, there must be meaningful development in Niger Delta region. Once again, I have to thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much. Honorable Engineer Abubakar Momo, FNSE, FPA, our very first Minister of Regional Development. Thank you so much. I'd like to respectfully invite at this time the National Assembly led by the Senate Committee Chair on NDDC, Senator Egbeyon Asukwo. If we can celebrate our legislators here from the National Assembly, please. Led by the Senate Committee Chair on NDDC, Senator Egbeyon Asukwo.
Your Excellency, the wife of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency Distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, the wife of the Vice President of Nigeria, Her Excellency Hajia Nana Shatima, wife of the Deputy Senate President, Hajia Laila Barao, the Governor of Bayelsa State, His Excellency Distinguished Senator Doye Diri, and his lovely wife, the First Lady of Bayelsa State, Her Excellency Dr. Gloria Diri, First Ladies of other states here present, distinguished senators here present, starting with distinguished Senator Patrick Inubueze, Imo North, and Deputy Chairman of the Senate Committee on NDDC, distinguished Senator Eteng Jonah Williams, Chairman Upstream Petroleum, Cross River Central, distinguished Senator Benson Sunday Agadaga, Bayelsa East, and Chairman of the Oil and Gas Host Communities at the Senate, distinguished Senator Benson Kombowe Friday, Bayelsa Central, and Senator Ede Dafinone, Delta Central. The Chairman of the House Committee on NDDC, Eritake Ibori, and all members of the House of Representatives that are here. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me at this point to rest on the protocols that have been established. Distinguished guests, traditional rulers, members of the community, ladies and gentlemen, I bring warm greetings from the President of the Senate, His Excellency Senator Godwill Oborakpabio, and the entire National Assembly. They have asked me to assure you of their unwavering support for the development of the entire Niger Delta region. As we commission this secondary school, cottage hospital, and flag off of this year's medical outreach, we continue to witness firsthand how the implementation of President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda in the Niger Delta is providing quality education for our children and accessible health care for our people. I assure you that the future is bright and things can only get better. As representatives of the people, the Senate Committee and House Committee on NDDC, of which I and my sister here are privileged to chair, remains committed to its oversight functions. We will continue to appropriate resources effectively and efficiently for the Niger Delta and ensure that these resources are meticulously used for the benefit of the people of the region. Development must be transparent and sustainable, and the committee will work closely with the NDDC to guarantee this. Today is a testament of the renewed focus of the Niger Delta Development Commission under the leadership of the chairman of the board, Mr. Chiedu Ebie, the managing director, Dr. Samuel Ogbuku, and the entire board and management and staff. The NDDC has truly moved from transaction to transformation, and it's ensuring that development is about delivering real, tangible change to communities. Your Excellency, distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, the commissioning of this cottage hospital, community secondary school, and flag off of this medical outreach is a reflection of this new commitment of the NDDC. To the good people of Otusega, these projects are now yours. Protect them. I am positive that this is the beginning of even greater development in this community, in this state, and in the Niger Delta region. Once again, I offer my congratulations to all stakeholders involved in the completion of this project. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Please, a virtual round of applause for members of the National Assembly. These are those tasked with the responsibility of performing the oversight function.
Ọlọ́run àgbàlagbà, bàbá mi ló jẹ́.
Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, when the members of the National Assembly came to make their remarks, it then occurred to me that indeed we have full representation from the National Assembly. Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you know, she was a senator, and once a senator, always a senator. And His Excellency, the Governor of Bayelsa State, was also a senator. So we have full representation from the parliamentary. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'll now be inviting to make his remarks the man who is bringing the assured prosperity to Bayelsa State. We call him the difficult terrain tamer. His Excellency, distinguished Senator Doye Diri, Diolotu Pepe 1.
Is it okay if I want to come in here? Ogbe alo, Ogbe alo. Your Excellency, a very beautiful chairman of mine, Chairman Committee on Telecommunications. Today, our mother, the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu. Let me also acknowledge my chairman on Interior in the Senate. I'm very blessed because I met both of them in the Senate. Telecommunications, and then this one is Interior. I worked with her husband, who was chairman, and I was deputy chairman of that committee, the wife of the vice president. My dear wife and wives of my colleagues that are here in Bayelsa, and my colleagues from the National Assembly, both from the green chambers and the red chambers. I had the opportunity of tasting both chambers. I welcome you all. The board and management of the NDDC, and of course the Honorable Minister of Regional Integration. For want of time, let me also respect all the protocols that have been very duly established. I like to start this way. The wife of the president, our First Lady, this is the second time she's coming to Bayelsa. Now, because I went through both chambers, I have worked with a lot of chairmen of committees. But working with her in the Committee on Telecommunications was so different. Because at a point, I was very busy following political matters in my state. And even in my absence, this one is only for National Assembly members. You know, when you are not there, you are not there. But even in my absence, whatever that was due me from that committee, she made it possible for me to have. And I was just telling her that Your Excellency, you have not changed. It's the same way you prodded us in the Senate, the same way you come in and make us laugh, and you are still continuing with it. Thank you, Your Excellency. I Her first coming to Bayelsa, yes, I was governor, and she expected that this is my former colleague and my member. And if you recall, that was when we had the 2022 flood, unprecedented flood. And I was told that my chairman will be coming into the state, and they gave me a time. And I waited for my chairman for 2 hours. I didn't see her. And unfortunately, my wife was also out of the country. And I was expecting the United Nations visitor. If you recall, that was when the government of the day at that time said the flood in Bayelsa was not even among the 10 most flooded states in Nigeria. And meanwhile, my people were suffering, dying, flood taking over their homes. And so I was forced to leave for Ekewe in southern Niger with the United Nations coordinator in Nigeria. And I was told when I left, you arrived Bayelsa. And some people wanted to interpret it politically. That was not correct. And if you recall, the following day, I called you on phone and we spoke. And some persons felt it was because of politics. No. I revered you from when we met in the Senate up until today. And to make matters better, I have never met your husband in the whole of my political life. Not until the past elections. And a level playing field was there for Bayelsa, that whoever that is popular, let him go and win. I am a Democrat, so I will behave like a Democrat. And that's why today I can stand here again as governor, because your husband behaved like the proper Democrat that he is. A man that was in Nadeko, and out of Nadeko flee this country, and today is president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So on behalf of your states, I was thinking that my younger brother will welcome you, and I will join him to welcome you on behalf of the state. But he decided to welcome you on behalf of Ogbea. Well, Ogbea is one local government area in Bayelsa State. So, on behalf of your states, the good people of Bayelsa, in all the local government areas, we warmly welcome you and the Vice President's wife and your entourage to Bayelsa State. And today marks a significant milestone with the flag off of the NDDC Renewed Hope Initiative, free medical outreach. But more importantly, we also had this partnership that the state-owned institutions, both the secondary school and the hospital, were renovated by the NDDC and furnished and equipped. And today we are going to commission them. And the state government is grateful for that. As I said, having had the privilege of working with you as my chairman in the Senate, I can confidently attest that this momentous occasion reflects who you are, a lover of progress, a lover of development. Your commitment to the well-being of our people and the growth of our nation is truly motivating, and we are grateful for the leadership that you are giving, not only to the women, that you are giving indeed to Nigeria. Under your visionary leadership, our president, who is now the Grand Master of Collaboration, I will call him the Grand Master of Collaboration. Why did I say so? Since I assumed office as governor of Bayelsa State, I had 3 very difficult senatorial terrains. One is the Nembe Brass Road. The other is the Yenagwa, Oporoma, Ukubie, Kolama Road. And the third is the Ekeremo Age Road. I had written letters to the then government, and the only person who responded to me was the then Minister of Works, Babatunde Fashola. And the collaboration never worked until President Bola Ahmed Tinubu took over. Again, I wrote letters and visited him. The good news, Bayelsans are already aware, is that we have completed the first phase of the nearing completion of Nembe Brass Road. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has awarded the second phase of the Nembe Brass Road. The contractor has reported to me, and the contractor has been mobilized to site. And so work will commence on the second phase. Not only that, in the same Grand Master of Partnership, the President, what the Ijaws have been requesting for, I remember my days in the Ijaw National Congress, we talked about coastal roads that will link Lagos to all the coastal states. And this is over some 20, 30 years ago. But under President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, coastal road has been awarded. And that is what they just wanted. I was discussing with my chairman and Her Excellency, the First Lady. If you travel out, you see coastal roads and the beauty of the beaches. And we have them in Delta, in Bayelsa, in Edo, in rivers, name them. And these places have been abandoned. But today we have hope that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will complete the coastal road. And my appeal on that is that while Lagos is coming, please also come and start from Cross River State. In Calabar, so that both will be going side by side. And for us as a state government, all we need is partnership. We have never seen the NDDC as a competitor. But yes, the NDDC has a lot of abandoned projects all over the Niger Delta. And sometimes, some projects that state governments are carrying on, the NDDC is on, so there are duplication of projects. And that's not good for our region. And my advice, privately and publicly, is that we need to collaborate and partner. It is out of that today that we have state government-owned institutions that have been uplifted by the NDDC, and we are coming to commission them. In the same vein, when he came on board, I approached him. There was a road in my local government area leading to Yenagwa with a bridge abandoned over the years by NDDC. And he accepted to ensure that that road was completed and handed it over to the state government. And that road is almost, with the bridge, has gone very far, about 70% completed. But going forward, I don't want NDDC to hand over projects to me again. We would rather be handing over to you. You see, we cannot play politics with the development of our region. If we all love our region, if we all love our states, then we have no alternative but to partner and collaborate. And for today, we have a daughter of the region who is in the villa. And so what better opportunities do we have more than this? And today she's here with us. My chairman, the women of Bayelsa are very happy that they have seen their first lady. They have seen a mother who has come. And for your information, since I assumed office, this is the first time a sitting president's wife is visiting Bayelsa State. We, as Ijaw people, you heard from the poet, author, and chairman of the Traditional Rulers Council. We are very peace-loving. And nobody in Bayelsa will see you and say, no, we don't want our first lady. Nobody. They are rather happy. If we allow them, they will say, Chairman, that you should not go today. But we know that you have a very pressing time. And that's why I didn't bring that one to you. Because the women had already told me, let me behave like the MD. My wife had already told me and directed me that talk to your former chairman and see whether she will agree with what the women have said, that they want to host you to a state dinner this evening. But I told them that from the beginning, when she called me, she said she had a commitment back in Abuja. And so the time is not there. So we will be expecting you to return to your region and to your state of Bayelsa. So once again, I want to appreciate all of us. Today, you can actually thinly distinguish between APC and PDP. Before we came on board, they don't eat together. They don't drink together. But I told them, first and foremost, we are Ijaw people. We are Bayelsa people. We are Nigerians. So whether you are APC or you are PDP, like my president would always say, we are all living under one roof, but in different rooms. And so today, you can see Bayelsa, APC, PDP, we work together, we drink together. And for the first time, I have APC members in my executive council as commissioners. It is only God that gives power. And so, for anybody who looks for power, pray hard. Pray hard. I know that my chairman is also a pastor. And she kept telling me that, look, my husband will be president. My husband will be president. She had that faith. And I will never forget when she kept whispering that to me. And today, it's president and the wife of the president. Pray hard, and I'm sure that when God answers your prayer, your prayers will come to light. Once again, I welcome you on behalf of the state of Bayelsa, on behalf of all of us who are Bayelsans, old, young, women, youths, men, and everybody. And consider this state as one of your priority states. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Please let's put our hands together for the Prosperity Governor, His Excellency, the Otuasega community has also presented gifts to His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State and the MD CEO of NDDC. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I now humbly invite for her speech our mother, Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
so much. I think I'll quickly go through my protocol, and because it's really, I love the atmosphere of Bayelsa, truly. Eyes on, Kimemia. I did that right, Your Excellency, didn't I? Thank you very much. I love Bayelsa. This is not politics. And most especially, I love Nigeria. And it gladdens my heart if for the opportunity to traverse this entire wonderful country. I think I'm honored. I'm truly, truly honored, because you might not think it's interesting. This year I'll be 65, and I want to go through the entire nation, meet my people, Nigerians. So I'm really honored to be here in Bayelsa a second time. The wife of the Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency Hajia Nana Shetima, wife of the Deputy Senate President, Hajia Leila Barao, the Governor of Bayelsa State, His Excellency Senator Doyediri, MOP, the First Lady, I heard that in the palace, man of peace, and the President is MOP Emeritus. So the First Lady of Bayelsa State, Her Excellency Ambassador Dr. Gloria Diri, members of the National Assembly here present, my distinguished colleagues and also His Excellency's colleagues, is really, really warm. I think this government particularly is really, really lucky, you know, and that's why things are moving very well between the legislature and also the executive. The Senate Committee Chairman on NDDC, Senator Asuko Ekpeyo, and other members of the Senate Committee, distinguished members that are here, and the Honorable Committee Chairman on NDDC, Honorable Erita K. Iborisuenu, with honorable members of the NDDC Committee as well. The Honorable Minister of Regional Development, Engineer Abubakar Momo, the wife of the Chief of Staff to the President, Mrs. Salamatu Gbajabiamila, First Ladies of other states, especially the NDDC states that are here. Thank you so much. We have First Lady of Imo State, Barrister Chioma, Dr. Uzodima. First Lady of Jigawa State, Her Excellency Aja Adiza Umar Namadi. The First Lady of Kogi State, Hajia, Her Excellency Hajia Sefinat Usman Udodo. The First Lady of Ogun State, Her Excellency Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun. The First Lady of Osun State, Her Excellency Mrs. Titilola Adeleke. First Lady of Oyo State, Her Excellency, your own daughter, Tamuno Minini Makinde. Wives of members of National Assembly members here present, wives of honorable ministers, the members of the Bayelsa State Executive Council here present, APC National Woman Leader, Dr. Mrs. Mary Alele Idele, Chairman, Governing Board of NDDC, Mr. Chiedu Ibe, and other members of the Governing Board here present, Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, NDDC, Dr. Samuel Ogboku, and other management staff of NDDC, wife of the Inspector General of Police, Mrs. Elizabeth Egbetokun, wife of the Chief of Defense Staff, Mrs. Ogogo Musa, another daughter of Niger Delta, wife of the Director General, Department of State Services, Mrs. Charity Ajayi, another daughter again, wife of the Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service, Mrs. Kike Lomo Adeniyi, WHO Country Representative, Dr. Walter Kazadi Mulombo. Thank you so much for loving this country. Each time you go into every state, you will always wear their clothes. I think Nigerians can learn from that. Thank you so much, and for all the wonderful work you do. The Chairman, Bayelsa State Council of Traditional Rulers, I don't think His Majesty is here, but if there's a representative, thank you so much. Religious leaders here present, prominent sons and daughters of the Niger Delta region, and I particularly like to recognize the Ologoshere of Warri, Chief Yiri Mami, our healthcare workers present, our dear youth, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to be in Bayelsa State again after my first visit, and it is with great delight for me to officially flag off the NDDC Medical Outreach Program Health Insurance Scheme and the distribution of school desks, benches, and textbooks in collaboration with the Renewed Hope Initiative. The beneficiaries of this program are the 9 states in the Niger Delta region, namely Abia, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta, Edo, Imo, Ondo, and Rivers, with Bayelsa State graciously hosting us today. The NDDC RHI collaboration began in 2024 to provide further support in critical areas of development by empowering communities and improving the quality of life in the Niger Delta region, in line with our Renewed Hope Initiative motto, towards a better life for families. You may recall that the NDDC earlier intervention in education provided over 45,000 preloaded U-lesson educational tablets and textbooks to primary, junior and senior secondary school students in both urban and rural communities in all the NDDC states. Also, the NDDC RHI Youth Internship Scheme has begun disbursing 50,000 Naira monthly stipends to 500 pre-identified beneficiaries for a period of 1 year in all the 9 NDDC states through the Office of the State First Ladies. I thought we'll give NDDC a hand. This is more like a conditional cash transfer. Today, the medical outreach program, which I was told is conducted quarterly, aimed to deliver essential health services directly to the community. It will address common health issues, provide preventive care, and raise awareness about health concerns that disproportionately affect rural residents, particularly in the area of maternal and child health. In addition, the donation of 11 fully equipped ambulances, along with a supply of personal protective equipment, will enhance healthcare delivery and emergency response. Health facilities in each NDDC state will be given 1 ambulance, while Bayelsa and Delta will be getting 2 ambulances each. This contribution will significantly aid in saving lives and ensure that the various communities receive prompt medical attention when needed. Also, the introduction of health insurance scheme that is specifically designed to cover rural communities in the NDDC states will provide thousands of families with access to affordable and reliable medical care. As an educationist, I'm glad that the Niger Delta Development Commission recognizes education as a vital pillar of development. That is why the distribution of 32,000 schools, desks, and benches to public schools will ensure that children can learn in more comfortable and conducive environment. All these initiatives are in line with the Renewed Hope agenda, of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, particularly the priority areas of education, health, and social investment, which aim to build a healthier, more educated, and empowered populace. I would like to express my profound gratitude to the Governor of Bayelsa State, His Excellency Senator Doye Diri, MOP, and the First Lady, Her Excellency Dr. Ambassador Mrs. Gloria Diri, for the welcome and warm hospitality extended to me and my team. I say thank you. Let me also commend the chairman, Mr. Chiedu Ibe, and the governing board of NDDC, the managing director and the chief executive officer, Dr. Samuel Oboku, who is a son of the soil here, and his team for their hard work and commitment. Well done to every one of you. I would like to use this opportunity to extend my warmest congratulations to the Commission on the 25th anniversary, which in a few months will be celebrated. NDDC is no doubt a key intervention agency that continues to provide invaluable support and commitment to improve the lives of people in the Niger Delta region. To the good people of Bayelsa State and the entire Niger Delta region, this is your program. I encourage you to take full advantage of the various interventions, safeguard them, and continue to support efforts that will enhance development in your communities. We have a long list of commissioning today. I will begin with the official flag of the free medical outreach scheme. This includes a donation from the NDDC of 11 ambulances to selected hospitals in the region, as well as the provision of a specialized personal protective equipment kit to chosen tertiary institutions in the area. I also commissioned the following: the renovated Tuesega Cottage Hospital, which includes medical equipment, a new ultra-modern 4-bed operating theater, a labor and delivery room along with a dental suite, a 100 kVA soundproof generator, a 60 kVA solar power system, and a digital color Doppler ultrasound system. Also, a newly built community secondary school for Tuesega, and a donation of textbooks, desks, and benches. All these are to the glory of God and the benefit of the people of the Niger Delta region. I thank all our health workers who have volunteered their time, and together we are building a Nigeria where hope is renewed and we continue to put the best foot forward. God bless Bayelsa State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please let's put our hands together for our mother, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Her Excellency will now be taking photographs with the wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency the Governor of Bayelsa State and his wife, the Minister of Regional Development, the Chairman NDDC, and the MD-CEO of NDDC. And hand over. For now, we're doing the group photographs. We have other groups that will be taking photographs with Her Excellency. We will be having having the next set of photographs, which will include Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic, the wife of the Vice President, the Governor and his wife, the wife of the Deputy Senate President, the wife of the Chief of Staff, and other First Ladies.
You've done so much, I cannot tell you.
We will have different categories of the photograph session. First is Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Governor and his wife, with the wife of the Vice President.
The First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, after the inauguration of the Renewed Hope agenda of the free medical initiative of the NDDC, will also inaugurate 11 ambulances that will be distributed to hospitals across the Niger Delta region as part of efforts to ensure better health care delivery to the people of the region. Of course, NDDC is committed to making a difference in the health sector. Hence, the launch of this initiative by the First Lady, and it will bring good health care to the doorsteps of rural dwellers and, of course, communities. Her Excellency will also inaugurate specialized personal protecting equipment to selected tertiary institutions across the 9 member states of the region. And of course, this is one of the Commission's programs serving to endear the NDDC to the medically needy communities. The Renewed Hope initiative of the NDDC is one of the several health programs of the Commission which is targeted at changing the health situation of the people of the region. The NDDC is also committed to making a difference in the healthcare sector. Other things that will be commissioned or other projects that will be commissioned by the First Lady is the Otuasega Cottage Hospital, donation of PPE kits, and of course, there will be donation of medical equipment, soundproof generator, and digital color Doppler ultrasound system. Right now, the caregivers are giving care to the people of the region, especially the needy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Her Excellency will now step out to hand over the ambulances to the doctors who are ready, positioned by their ambulances. Donation of 11 ambulances to selected hospitals in the 9 states of the region. She will be accompanied by her entourage. And then she will go to the cottage hospital to commission it. And thereafter, the secondary, Otuasega Secondary School.
While Her Excellency is going to
Happening now, live from Bayelsa State, Ogbia LGA, as the First Lady launches NDDC RHI free medical outreach, affordable healthcare in Bayelsa for needy communities in that state. All here from News Central. We'll continue to bring details of the event as it unfolds or as it rounds up, and even some reports from the event on our subsequent bulletins, if you stick right here on News Central. Coming up will be the news in just a bit.